When you think about America, you should think about America as a place where you want to make money. That's it. It's not a place where you come here to think about, oh, this. Capitalism means that there are two sets of people. Two. There's going to be a capitalist who is a thug. And then there's going to be the middle class who is being screwed. Whether you either choose whether you're going to be that middle class who is being screwed or you want to be that capitalist who is screwing the middle class. I don't want to be the middle class. I don't. And what I tell people is that if you play the game of America, you are going to find yourself in the top 1% very easily because we already work too hard. That is the game.
Are there two tax codes in America, one for the rich and one for the poor? Middle class.
The middle class, many people have, I hear that all the time. I hear people tell me, no, there are two tax questions. There is only one tax code. America is so free. Imagine there were two tax codes. This country would be broken if there were two tax codes. There's one tax code in America. The problem is that some people know how to use it. Some people just don't know how to use it. Some people understand. Some people have been made to understand that. How many of you here have heard your CPA tell you that when you make money, you have to pay taxes? That's madness. That is madness. When you make money, the tax code doesn't tell you that you must pay taxes. The tax code tells you that you must file your tax returns. That is what the tax code tells you. The tax code also tells you that you have to pay the minimum legal tax liability. The minimum legal tax liability. What is the minimum legal tax liability? For Elon Musk is zero. If for Elon Musk is zero, why are you paying $100,000 in taxes? If for Donald Trump is zero. So there's only one tax code, and that tax code is for you. It's there for you to help build the American economy. And if you don't build the economy, you're going to be penalized. And that penalty comes through the tax code. The tax code is an incentive. It's an incentive program that allows you to basically build the economy. You build the economy. The government doesn't do these things. I told you America is a small economy. It's a small government. Small government means that the government only makes the rules and then incentivizes us to build the economy. So basically, if anybody tells you that you make money, you have to pay taxes, it means that that person doesn't understand how the system works. Run. And then look for someone who understands the tax code and is going to make your wealth is in the taxes you pay. Your wealth is in the taxes you pay. Convert your taxes into assets because that's the only thing you have. You make $1 million, you take home $500,000. How can you even live like $1 million person on $500,000? So you're just a white collar slave. We in the middle class, we are being taught in schools. If you have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, it explains this concept very well, but people
that's a great book.
And they never understand it.
Great book.
Yes.
Great book. Wow.
So you can understand when I start talking about how to structure yourself to build your wealth, I get so passionate because I feel like there is something so clear for us to take, but we are not taking it. We could talk about this for a whole day, and I will not stop talking.
And this is not the last time you're coming here. You'll be coming back again. Charles, when you came here the first time, my phone didn't stop ringing. Can you bring that guy? Where did you find him? Yes. I said I use divine eyes to see where.
Yes.
Oh my God.
We love Shark Night Africa. We love Shark Night Africa.
Charles Njoya, wealthy people I know invest in real estate. What is real estate investment and what's step one? Is it buying a home to live in, a palatial residence to live in? What is it? And what is step one?
That's a great question. Real estate is one of those areas that is, I will tell you something. The tax code in the United States is inherently biased to investing in real estate. It is biased to investing in assets. And the system gives you access to make that happen. So when you're thinking about buying real estate, first of all, you have to understand the steps to wealth building. There are three main steps to wealth building. Number one, you have to make income. If you don't make income, it's hard for you to really go to wealth building. Income is the first step. If you are not making enough money, if you are not making money in the first place, the first thing I tell people is go make money. Look for ways of making money. There are so many things you can do to make money, especially for those of us who are privy, who are lucky to be in this land. Even anywhere in the world, there are so many things today, especially in this digital world. The world has become a place where there are so many sources, so many areas you can do to make wealth. So number one, when you are already generating an income in America, the next thing that happens is that you start thinking about buying those assets. The thing you want to buy real estate, you want to invest in that nice car, you want to invest in that nice home, you want to have those things that you've been dreaming of. And that is where you start thinking about, that's where you have to be very, very careful, because there's a difference between the things that you're going to acquire. The system is going to give you access to those things as long as you're making money. So the initial step is income generation. The second step is asset accumulation. And accumulating asset is a very, very serious stage in your wealth building. So how do you accumulate assets? You have to accumulate real assets, not liabilities. And that is where the problem comes in. Many a time when we come out of those best schools, those great schools, and then we start making money, or we went into some training, we come out, we start making money, the system is going to give you a lot of access to capital, because the system knows when you start making money. The letters that come to you are letters giving you credit, or the bank wants to give you a loan, or you've been pre-approved, you've been this. All those things are telling you that, okay, you are at the right place. But many a times we take those pre-approved letters to acquire liabilities. And that's where the trouble comes. When you start by acquiring liabilities, you're going to get stuck in what we call the rat race. The rat race where it becomes now a challenge to how do you get out of that rat race. That is something that you want to be careful. You want to make sure you're looking for income generating assets. I won't tell you, whenever you're starting, most people think that it is the first thing to start with is buy a big home or buy this or buy that. I tell people a home is a liability. I mean, I'm sure many people are sitting off their chairs and asking, what is he talking about? A home is a liability. Why is it a liability? Anything that takes money out of you continuously is a liability. It is a liability. I'm talking here on a purely financial basis. Now, we know that there are intangible factors in getting that your nice home. You want to live there. It gives you some benefit. But if you're thinking in terms of building wealth, that first large, nice home is not the first thing you should look for. Look for income generating assets. And now, if you want a home, have a home that meets that you will not struggle, because whenever you buy a home, there's going to be constant outflow of money. You want to fix that. You're fixing this on the house. You're paying mortgage. You're paying property taxes. You're paying the home will keep you indebted for the next 30 years. That is not an asset. If I were to buy an asset is in this second stage of my career, of my wealth building process, I'll look for an income generating asset. I will buy that home that is going to give me more return. It's going to be giving me cash flow. That's more important. You want to create another source of income. Multiply your sources of income. Once you have those sources of income, then you can now buy that dream property, because knowing that you are not only reliant on that one thing. You started by saying that people lose their jobs. If you lost your job and you have a home, you're going to go bankrupt, because that home is going to foreclosure. Foreclosure on your credit alone is going to stand there for 10 years. When you have foreclosure on your credit, it stands there for 10 years. You just hit yourself back by 10 years. So it's important that you know the type of things you're investing in. So income generation, asset accumulation, then now you can talk about wealth. And to build assets, it has to be intentional. I mean, if I want to tell you, I would throw one strategy here, just a free strategy for anyone. If you own a business here, many people don't even understand that you can own your own business and basically do something that they call an Augusta rule. Augusta rule simply means you're basically renting your home to your business and you're taking thousands and thousands of dollars. That's tax-free. It is going to be deductible to your business and it's going to be tax-free to you. The second thing we talk about employing kids. There are lots of these things that are already embedded in the things you do, but you just don't know how to structure them to take advantage of them. So please be ready, get intentional, change your mindset, and let's win together. We came here to win, and we must win. We must win, and it takes understanding the system.
We love Shark Night Africa. Keep watching Shark Night Africa.
And today we had Charles Njoya.